the octane and head on down.
What the heck? So this is really a boat?
This is the original boat car.
What's going on over here? Crowd of people. Tools and everything. What, coming away?
Can you believe we get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning to do this?
Yeah, because there's no traffic. It's the only time there's no traffic in Atlanta.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of crates,
What's up, dude?
there's another one.
I'm the late one today.
What's going on, dude?
Boy, I saw a bunch of young people out there today, a lot younger than I've noticed in the past.
Really?
I think that's
Today?
because your age.
Probably
You
right.
just look younger, right? Listen, what I know is today I'm doing something different. Y'all can do what y'all normally do. Stay in your little area over here. I'm going way out there in the boonies
I'm
and
out
find
there
me
all the
something.
time.
Because they don't ever get no love
Do
out
you
there.
have
We
any
gonna get
idea
up
how
some-
big it is?
What, this show?
Yeah.
No, because I don't get to go out there. I be messing with you guys.
It's kind of huge.
Listen.
You know what I saw out there? I saw a King of the Hammers car. Full on, looks like Baja.
Oh, yeah.
Nasty LS powered.
With the big
I
tires?
can't wait to see that.
Right outside. It's great.
Man, listen, I wonder if he drove it here. Atlanta cops don't play.
By the time you see the whole show, it's going to be Tuesday.
Woo! Wow. Look at this thing. That is nasty. Brian,
Jeff Miller.
nice to meet you. Wow. What is that for?
Unlimited class, Ultra 4, off-road race car. Ultra 4 is the sanctioning body for King of the Hammers, which is the toughest single-day race in the world. It's probably best been described as just an all-day car race. You're pretty much taking your off-road car over the most hardcore terrain that there is.
So basically try to break stuff. Get big, really big boulders and see who breaks first.
Yeah, it's one of the most abusive motorsports you can do.
I'm a fabricator, and so the thing that I love about these is just looking at the fabrication. I mean, look at the steering rod. I mean, that thing's like 1.5 inches in diameter.
Yeah, tire rods are huge, axle shafts are huge. I mean, everything is really beefed up on these cars to take the abuse.
Just nasty fabrication. I mean, 3/16, quarter plate, double reinforced everywhere. I mean, look at the skid plate. It's got almost a 3/8 inch skid plate welded on the bottom with 1.5 inch tubing. I mean, you don't want to lose your oil pan.
Yeah, I mean, when we actually go out to the races, you have a steel skid plate, aluminum skid plate, and then a UHMW skid plate up under all of those. So
All
there's
three?
3 skid plates on the car when we pull up to a race.
That is a serious machine right there. Can I get in?
Yep.
Let me stretch out a little bit first. Oh, okay, here we go. I'm not like a monkey like I used to be. Ah! Okay, here we go. There we are.
All right, so click the main cutoff right there to on.
Right here?
Is it on?
Yep.
And then the switch closest to you, you're gonna push it up one time.
Huh? Whoop.
All right, give it a second. All right, and now push it forward.
Whoa, 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 we drop, whoa.
Every time somebody drives it, I tell them, I'm like, if you can break it, there's something wrong. You know, because I'm gonna get out there at the race and I'm gonna drive just this thing as hard as I can. So if you break it, then there's something we need to address.
Really? Airplane car? Honey, you won't believe what I brought home. And it's got the shag interior.
Well, if we go from to an Amphicar. This is the original boat car. There they go.
The name of it is the Amphicar 770, so it's supposed to go 7 miles an hour in the water,
Okay.
and 70 miles an hour on land.
Really?
It won't do 7 miles an hour in the water, and I would never go 70 miles an hour.
These are quite unique. So the waterline is pretty much the trim line here.
Pretty much, yeah. Maybe a little bit lower in the back.
And the interior is built to take the wet.
Looks like a boat.
Yeah. And they weren't watertight, were they?
Not at all. And this is the 1963 safety latch here. That's all you get. They leak very badly. It does take on a lot of water. It can leak as much as 2 gallons a minute. It's got 2 big bilge pumps on it, so it's cleaning it out. We put this on so you can actually see it bilge, because if you can't see it bilge, you're sinking.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Good point. Love the license plate. It's so apropos.
But it's durable and it's reliable. It's been really good for us anyway. We were in the water 2 weekends ago. We took it 5 miles away from land and we've been in the water 3 hours. So it doesn't just splash and rumble around a little bit. It'll go in the water.
This thing is gorgeous. It's such a beautiful mix. I always love this kind of style.
What the heck is happening here? I just walked up and they just started running. BMWs galore, Alpinas. I used to love me an Alpina BMW, M3s, BMWs everywhere. What's going on over here? Crowd of people. What the heck? They just ran out of anywhere. Tools and everything. What? Coming away? Oh, sorry. What's going on here?
Want to back up, sir?
What? All right. What the heck is happening here? I just walked up and they just started running.
These are 5 high school students on this team and 5 high school students on that team. What they're doing is they're disassembling a 350 Chevy roller engine and reassembling it in under 33 minutes.
Take it apart and put it back together in 33 minutes.
Yes, or under.
So I race motorcycles, and we do this for motorcycles. Like, we take them apart, put them back together. We change a motor in 45 minutes between rounds, and that's if we're lucky.
Trust me.
So you're telling me
I know my students.
So
they're going to do this.
This is a challenge, but I'm skeptical.
Sir, I'll throw you down one. If these teams can do it in under 33 minutes, then you have to visit us at our high school at Sims Academy in Winder, Georgia. You have to come visit us.
That is a bet.
33 minutes or under.
Let me watch them work.
Come on, guys. You got a bet going down. Come on, guys. We're 2 minutes or under. You can do it.
How many of y'all think they can do it? We're going to see, ain't we? It's amazing, though. They look like they know what they're doing with these tools.
These students are part of a club called Motor Masters. It's a motor club. And today what they're doing is they're trying to raise money. They want to buy a huge vehicle, a 1996 or newer, and they're going to donate it to the local women's battery shelter.
So they're going to fix it up?
Oh, yes. Yes, that's why they're raising the money.
And they're going to give it to somebody less fortunate.
Yes.
That is awesome. Now I'm cheering for them. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Pick it up.
It's amazing that kids at this age can accomplish this. It's good that they're learning a skill. They will still need mechanics.
I think this is great to have something like this to teach the kids to use their hands and think a little bit instead of playing on the computer all the time.
This is crazy. We're only like 9 minutes into it, and they're about to do the turnaround. And the turnaround consists of putting everything on the table, and they have to be behind the table with everything organized. And here they go. They're on the way to putting it back together. This is crazy. I can't miss this, but I gotta go see a couple more cars, and then I'll be back before they finish for sure. This is just unbelievable. 10 minutes.
you?
It is mine, yeah. How you
Ryan.
doing, bud? Dave, how you doing?
Dave,
Yeah.
wow. Dude, this is a great truck.
I brought a 1968 C10. Originally, it was a long bed. I found it in Fairmont, Georgia, pulled out of a barn, and it was all rusted. So then started tearing it down. Then I used all the original sheet metal from the cab forward, but then the bed of it is new.
This thing is gorgeous. It's such a beautiful mix. I always love this kind of style of the chrome, the polished aluminum wheels, but then mix it with the flat. What's the color?
It's original color, light green.
You gotta come up with some more fancy name than that. You know, like majestic green or like enchanted green. You know, there's always some weird name there. Make it sound exotic.
Seafoam or something like that.
Green,
There you go.
like that.
Yeah. So it's a 383 stroker, aluminum heads. It's got the black fuel injection on it.
So for those of you who don't know, these are like a fuel injection that you can bolt on. They have all of the sensors, almost everything that goes into it, and then it self-maps, right?
Correct. Yeah, it learns as you drive.
That's clean.
Thanks.
I would drive this every day. I could drive that and just beat it up really good. I could have this bed completely ruined by the time I got finished with it.
Right?
Nice truck, man. Great job.
Yeah, man. Thanks
for coming out.
What an amazing car, man. You built this?
Yes, sir.
Wow. That's a lot of horsepower in a small chassis.
Where we at on time?
Come on, let's go. You guys are looking good, looking real good. Let's go.
Where we at on time?
24:53.
24 minutes and 53. The motor's together. 25 minutes. They did it. This is unbelievable. Took a motor completely apart and put it back together. Listen, I'm actually happy that they won, because I want to come to school.
Now, that was the bet. You have to come to Civic.
I'm coming. I guess I'll be going to Wanda.
There we go. Wanda, Torkyo.
I hope they got good roads there, because I'll be there. See you later. Good job. So I found out that Motor Masters came up a little short on their fundraising to purchase a car for the local women's shelter. No problem. High Octane Events, the producers of Caffeine and Octane, stepped up big time with a generous donation. That $1,000 helped buy this 2006 Kia Rio with 174,000 miles on it. But I'm pulling up now to Sins Academy of Innovation and Technology, where they think I'm bringing my truck up here to work on it. Well, boy, do I have a surprise.
Oh my God. You have got to be kidding me. Look, squirrel. Look who it is. Hey!
Now you guys were expecting to see a truck, right?
Yes.
I know that you guys came up a little bit short on your fundraiser, so pull a couple strings, and this is it. This is all. This is it. It's yours.
No, seriously. Really?
This is it.
Oh, wow.
When he opened up the door to see the look on their faces, I almost cried in front of my students. I could not believe it. First of all, that he was a man of his word and kept his bet, and that he pulled in a 2006 Kia. It was a teachable moment.
The Women's Better Shelter, mothers there don't have anything. They may have kids with them. They need a car that can support them, their kids, their job. It's a great car for a shelter.
Growing up, I didn't have the greatest childhood. I went through a lot of tough times with my mom and everything. I know where it's been to not have a car repossessed, and I want to be able to help somebody so they don't feel bad.
But listen, we got a lot of work to do. We got 30 things to check out.
Any car that comes in, we do a 30-point inspection. It's the vehicle inspection that all the dealerships use.
Okay, let's rack it.
Got a check engine light on too. This is crazy. Like, these kids are pointed already.
It's perfect. I'm not gonna lie, it's perfect. It's going towards somebody that needs it. It's something we can actually work on ourselves. It needs a little work, but it'll still run.
Anybody home in the air filter?
So I just heard them ask, is anybody home with the air filter? What that means in the mechanics world is when you check the air filter, a lot of time there's some varmints that have taken home inside the air box.
Who's been living in here? Look, somebody's been living in here.
Yep.
Chipmunk? What do you guys think? Chipmunk? Squirrel, chipmunk, maybe?
Correction on that. Nobody's currently living in the air box, but somebody was.
Miss Beck is a great teacher. She wants everybody to succeed in class and life, and she just wants the best for everybody.
She's a teacher, but she's kind of like a mother to all of us in her own way, because she looks out for us.
I want all of my students to have that feeling of belonging, not just to class, but a part of something bigger. When they do something with a purpose, my students get more self-esteem and more self-worth. If I believe in my students, they believe in themselves.
These kids at Motor Masters are absolutely amazing. First, they captured my attention by totally rebuilding the motor in 30 minutes. And then today, I bring them a 2006 Kia to go to the battered women's shelter, and they do a full 32-point inspection and get it roadworthy in one day. You know what? If these kids are any indication here at Motor Masters of where our next generation of mechanics are coming from, I'm quite sure we're gonna be okay.
This is the only Lotus Esprit in the world that actually goes in the water.
It's a boat?
Wow, look at this thing. It's a good take on a modern classic.
So many cars in so little time. CaffeineandOctane.com has got you covered if you can't be here.
These Impala wagons are just one of my favorites. Just one of the most beautiful cars ever made. And they're so wide, too. You know, you got lots of room. Oh, absolutely. I put my kids in here, I put my doggy in here. Oh, look at all that room.
There's so many cars at a Caffeine and Octane event, you'd have to be an uber-fast Lamborghini race driver like Ryan Hardwick to see them all.
This week, I'm really looking for some performance cars. I love racing, obviously, so I grew up racing dirt bikes and then into jet skis and then now finally into cars. And having anything stock, quite frankly, isn't that much fun. So I grew up modifying everything that I could get my hands on, and I'd like to try to track down something like that.
Wow, look at this thing. LS3 engine. A deep dish on the wheels. The suspension, ride height is perfect. Somebody really spent some time with this car. It's a good take on a modern classic. Hey, I'm Ryan.
Joe, nice to meet you.
Hey, Joe.
Pleasure.
What an amazing car, man. You built this?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Tell me a little about it.
It's a 66 Corvette, resto mod, full tube chassis, lowered the floors, flared fenders.
Man, the engine bay is just beautiful.
Thank
I mean,
you.
super, super clean.
Thank you.
Yeah, a lot of attention to detail.
6 years.
6 years, wow. I can see it.
Took me 80 hours just to bring the bumpers in a 1/4 inch.
Wow, 80 hours
Yeah, just
for
to
a
do that.
1/4 inch.
For a 1/4 inch.
That's what separates, you know, really, really good builds from guys that rush the process.
Or insanity.
Right? Insanity, that's true, that's true. I hear you there. The stance on the car is unbelievable.
Thank you.
I mean, absolutely unbelievable.
I think that was the most important thing to me.
You can tell.
That
the
was,
finished
it
product.
had to sit right, otherwise it wasn't worth it.
I bet it's a blast to drive, too.
It's fun.
That's a lot of horsepower in a pretty small chassis.
It makes about 5 1/4.
Oh,
so it goes.
That's awesome.
A lot of fun. A lot of fun.
That is awesome. Hey, man. Well, congratulations on the car.
Thanks for having me, man. It was
Beautiful
excellent.
car, man.
Thank
Beautiful
you,
car.
thank you.
It's pretty wild, ain't it?
Yeah, that's the only one we'll see, right?
Yeah, I never seen one before. I saw it in the movie. It's nice. Wait, so this is really a boat? This a boat?
Yes, it is. It was actually made from a real Lotus Esprit.
This the one that was in the movie?
No, no. That one was sold to Elon Musk for a mere $1 million. But even that is not operational in the water. This is the only Lotus Esprit in the world that actually goes in the water. A designer in England took a real Lotus Esprit, put the fins on the side, he sealed the bottom of it, the slats on the windows, the periscope, a revolving license tag in the back, and put a boat motor in it. This is a real boat. And I've had it at Lake Lanier about 10 times.
And it still didn't sink?
No, it leaks a little bit, but I've solved most of the leaks. It's a lot more fun when it's not leaking.
Right. Look at that. That's from James Bond too, ain't it?
It was.
It's Jaguar. There's a Spy Who Loved Me. That was the Spy Who Shagged Me,
That's
right?
correct. And this is a 67 Jaguar. I've had that 44 years, paid the outrageous price of $3,000 for it.
What?
But I paid the $3,000 because mine has air conditioning. And I've probably got 200,000 miles on this car.
On this car?
I do.
And it looks that good?
Well, I make an effort to keep it going.
That is nice, dude. Congratulations on your collection. I like your collection. Hopefully that'll stay on top of the water now.
That's the mission.
Take care.